hear the screams, the crash of falling rubble, the roar of rage. Something is tearing the city apart. You look up to see the form of a massive gorilla as it scales a skyscraper. It's out for blood, and you're right in the path of destruction. Here's how to survive King Kong. King Kong was created by war hero and adventurer Merian C. who took inspiration from baboons and komodo dragons he'd seen on his travels to Indonesia. Cooper based the character on gorillas because of their distinct personalities and the mythical and exotic aura they held for American audiences at the time. King Kong has appeared in numerous films over the years, destroying a variety of destinations around the world. His size varies widely each time he appears, from 7.5 meters to a whopping 100 meters. Either way, that's one big ape. And if he showed up in your city, you'd need to act fast. Does Kong's massive size make him more or less dangerous? How can understanding gorilla psychology save your life? And can love really defeat such a dangerous beast? Step 1. Stay away from the windows. When most of us think of King Kong, we picture him scaling the Empire State Building. The famous landmark opened in 1931, just a couple of years before the release of the original film, so producers decided to feature it heavily in the climax. Since then, it's been an iconic part of Kong lore. So if you find yourself in it, or any other skyscraper in Manhattan during a Kong attack, move as far away as you can from the outer walls. Any building Kong uses as a jungle gym will have shattered glass and debris everywhere. You could also get snatched by Kong and end up as a hostage, or in the line of fire from police or the military. Since Kong will likely be focused on climbing and not on wanton destruction, the structural integrity of the building would not be threatened. Stick to interior rooms and stairwells and exit the building as quickly as possible. Step 2. Use your feet. Avoid getting in any cars, buses, or helicopters for that matter. Kong has a tendency to go after vehicles as targets, or even use them as weapons. This is especially true for the planes that dive-bombed him at the Empire State Building. So in the event of an attack, go on foot and try to leave the area unnoticed. Step 3. Size matters. A fully grown gorilla can theoretically bench press about 1,810 kilograms. If you crunch the numbers and apply them to Kong's uber size, he could lift 7.5 million kilograms. Heavy. But Kong's immense stature would seriously hinder his mobility. To be able to withstand the forces of gravity, his bones and muscles would have to be impossibly strong. Otherwise, King Kong wouldn't be able to take a step into the city without easily fracturing his thighs or other parts of his legs. In a real-world scenario, Kong wouldn't be doing much stomping, and he'd have to move slowly and carefully. So on the plus side, he'd be easier to run away from, but you wouldn't want to be nearby when he falls. Step 4. Come in peace. In every version of Kong's story, he only ever becomes violent in self-defense. If you do end up face-to-face with the giant ape, stand down. Like any gorilla, avoid eye contact and remain still. He won't make a hostile move toward you without a good reason. Chances are he'll quickly lose interest and leave you alone. Step 5. Shut him down. To end Kong's reign of wreckage, learn his weaknesses. Kong is always shown vulnerable to physical attacks, especially gunfire. Also, given his massive size and metabolism, he would likely tire out quickly, so you could simply wait him out. Anthropologists have observed gorillas showing attraction toward humans. So if you want to make Kong vulnerable, get on his really good side. Better yet, try to get him to fall in love with you. King Kong is a dangerous animal that could cause untold devastation. Fortunately, he's not aggressive by nature. He's also fictional. But he isn't the only massive movie beast to avoid. This huge monster has been terrorizing humanity for more than 65 years. Luckily for you, we know its weaknesses. Find out more here on How to Survive.